Are you trying to go hard in all areas of your life? Or do you have a main thing you're focusing on, but afraid of losing your edge in other areas? In this video, I'll talk about how you can juggle and balance multiple areas in your life in a smart way. Make sure to watch all the way through, as I'm going to give some harsh truths throughout the video. When you want to massively level up in something, you have to devote almost all your energy into that one thing. That means that energy and focus in other areas of your life has to be reallocated into this one main thing. Before we dive deeper, there is a concept that we need to understand. This is a concept I got from Dr. Mike Israetel, who is a widely respected guy within the fitness community. He has something he calls MV, MEV, and MRV. MV stands for maintenance volume, and it is the minimum volume you need to do to maintain your muscle mass. MEV stands for minimum effective volume, and it's the minimum volume you need to do to effectively increase your muscle mass. And lastly, MRV, which stands for maximum recoverable volume. This is the maximum volume you're able to do to recover. If you go beyond this point, you actually won't recover. You can basically look at it as your limit. Now, there's two more interesting things within this concept that we need to know to apply this in our own life. The first interesting thing is that each body part has their own MRV. Your chest has its own MRV, your legs has its own MRV, your arms has its own MRV, and so on. But your body as a whole also has its own MRV. The interesting thing here is that the MRV for your body as a whole is lower than the sum of MRVs for each of your body part. This means that you can't go 100% on all of your body parts, even though they individually had the capacity for it, because doing so will bring you beyond the MRV for your body as a whole. Most people don't know this, but if you are consistently going beyond your MRV for your body as a whole, you're actually going to lose muscles. Just think about it. To build muscle, you need to recover. As a matter of fact, you're only building muscle when you're recovering. When you're working out, you're just tearing down your muscle. Isn't it ironic how this person can go 100% for all of their body parts, thinking that they're a beast, but in reality, they're making their body worse. Now let's move on to the second interesting thing, and that is about MV and MEV. Let's say that the minimum volume to maintain your chest muscles is 6 sets a week of a certain exercise or combinations of exercises. And the minimum volume you need to do to effectively increase your chest muscles is 10 sets. Now we see that there is an inefficiency zone between MV and MEV. What happens if you train 7, 8, or 9 sets a week? Well, first of all, you're going to maintain your chest muscles as you're above your MV, but you're not going to effectively increase your chest muscles as you're under your MEV. And these extra sets, extra effort, focus, and energy is going to tear down on your MRV tank. If you actually just wanted to maintain your chest muscles, it would have been much better off by reducing the volume to MV, such that you have more in your MRV tank to use for other body parts. Let's move on to how we can apply this to our own life. The first common trap is that a lot of people try to go 100% in all areas of their life. Just like how we talked about MRV earlier, if you go 100% in all areas of your life, you're most likely are going to go beyond your MRV for your life, body, and mind as a whole. And just like how you're going to lose muscle if you're consistently above your MRV, the same is going to happen to your life. By consistently pushing yourself 100% in all areas of your life, beyond the point where you're able to recover, you're eventually going to burn out, get sick, and hate your life. And this is ultimately going to make you worse in all areas of your life. The second common trap is that most people remain in this inefficiency zone between MV and MEV. If you have a main thing that you want to massively level up in, and you're in the inefficiency zone for, let's say, 3 other areas in your life, these inefficiencies are going to tear down on your MRV tank. And what's left in your MRV tank is ultimately what's left for your main thing. It would have been much better off if you reduced your energy, effort, and focus in all these 3 areas to MV, and reallocated that freed up energy to your main thing. Now, your question might be, how would this actually look like in practice? Let's say those 3 other areas are your family, gym, and piano skills. You might find that the minimal effort you need to maintain your family relationships is to meet them 1 time a week. And the minimum effort you need to effectively increase your family relationships is to meet them 3 times a week. The inefficiency zone here is 2 times a week. You're going to maintain your family relationships because you're above your MV, but you're not going to effectively increase it as you're under your MEV. And if you're just going to maintain your family relationship, you would have been much better off to just meet them 1 time a week and reallocated that free time, energy, and effort into your main thing. And this might sound harsh because it is about family relationships, but it is the cold truth. But this also doesn't mean that you're going to do this forever. You're only doing it when you're trying to massively level up in a specific area in your life. And you're only doing it until you've reached a level that you're satisfied with. After that, you can switch your focus to another main thing. And that main thing could be your family relationships. After doing this exercise for your family relationships, you do the same for your gym and piano skills, finding the MV, MEV, and reallocate even more freed up energy, time, and effort into your main thing. Lastly, and sadly, it is probably not enough to just reduce your energy in all other areas of your life or skills to MV. For some areas or skills, you have to reduce it all the way down to 0. That's right, you have to totally give it up. You only have a certain amount of energy, and when you want to massively improve in one area, you have to sacrifice other areas. Personally, I stopped playing the piano, the guitar, video games, and football, even though they were really fun activities for me. But I also knew that there were certain things I just had to sacrifice. And with that, I will leave you with this quote. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. Hey guys, just popping in from the side here. I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you're new here, this channel breaks down self-improvement concepts similar to this kind of videos. So if you found that interesting, you can dig deeper by watching the next video that is linked here and or subscribe to the channel.